Buonasera a tutti. Welcome to another edition with Calcio with Reno Z, of course, with my two fellow paisans, which it is a great pleasure to have Mr. Trimboli back. And, of course, our Vice President, Mr. Santino, in the house.
What's up, boys?
What's going on?
Anthony decided to grace us with his presence. Mr. Mexico, we're going to call him tonight.
That's it. Yeah.
How you guys doing? Good?
Andiamo.
Yeah,
good,
Uncle
doing
Nick. That's awesome. Okay, guys, let's get things rolling. Is everybody ready for the Serie A next week? I am. What about you guys?
Absolutely, buddy.
Yeah, it's
About time. Let's go.
It's about time. That's right.
I don't know about you guys. I'm going to be dealing with a lot of drama because people are going to people I haven't talked for months. The Napoletani, Interisti, Milanisti. They're going to text me, beep, beep, boo, boo. Oh, it's going to be
What else is new?
lots to talk about. Well, especially with Santino and now Trimboli.
Yeah.
We're gonna enjoy it finally. At least we can talk about some calcio, not with this Calciomercato in and out. Bibi, bubo, mamma mia, mi sono rotto, ragazzi. So let's start off before anything. Let's talk about the Calciomercato in general, not just Juve tonight. We'll talk about in general. But I like to start a rumor today. Well, rumor, it's official about Mr. Renato Sanchez joining to Rome. I remember Santino last time he mentioned it, then the truth came along. So what are your guys' thoughts on that? And how can Roma can be?
Well, I'll touch up on that. I don't know if it's official. Is it official yet? Or is it close?
Well, they said it IFTV.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's close.
Close. Well,
that's a player that I would like to see at Juve. The only problem, I think he's a little bit injury prone, but when he's healthy,
what else is new?
When he's healthy, he's a good player, man. So Roma, that's a good pickup for Rome. They got to, but again, Roma rolls when Dybala's healthy and playing. When he's not playing, they can't score, they don't win. So it all revolves around Dybala. But addition of Sanchez will help their midfield. And they got Anthony's buddy and Indica in the back there. You like that signing? They got Awar there. He's a midfielder. They got it from the French league. So
yeah, that guy, we're supposed to get him too.
Yeah, a couple of years ago. So I think healthy Roma can be a dangerous Roma. We'll have to see.
Yeah, well, should be impressive because Renato Sanchez, I remember at Man United, he did pretty good. So we have to wait and see. There's going to be a lot of surprises.
Last season. He was playing
What's that?
He was playing with PSG last season. He was supposed to go to Milan. Milan wanted him, and at the last minute, something happened. They hijacked the deal. He went to PSG, but now it looks like he's going to Rome.
Well, when he was even at Man United before PSG.
Was he?
Yes, that's what I remember.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's why I remember him playing good. I barely watched PSG, so I don't.
I think maybe Benfica. I gotta check, but maybe.
Yeah, it was Man United.
Okay.
When that time Ronaldo was there.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely a better pickup than I heard that they were rumored to be interested in Paredes, and I kind of laughed when I saw that.
That guy's horrible.
He played there already once, right?
Bayern, Nick's right. Bayern,
yeah.
He was on loan at Bayern, I think. Yes.
Yeah.
So
maybe he started at Bayern. I can't remember.
I can't remember. I remember some point he was at Man United before PSG.
Yeah. But yeah, no, to Santino's point, like if he stays healthy, he'll be a good addition to that team. But like, some players that Juventus seem to be after or they have, it's the same issue, right? This is the biggest thing this year with Serie A. It's whoever's the most healthy is gonna contend.
Move on.
Right? So we'll see.
Well, the Mercato is almost done. There might be more surprises. We'll see. Then the Saudis are going to do the Mercato till the end of September. So we got to be careful if they don't take any other players in the Serie A. But besides that, with Roma, Inter, that goalie they got this week, if I'm not mistaken.
Sommer. And they got Odero from Sampdoria.
Yeah, Odero from Sampdoria.
From Sampdoria.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that, especially Santino?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think I like Sommer. He stonewalled us in the Euro qualifying, or so the World Cup qualifying. We played for Switzerland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He was one of the reasons he stopped 2 penalty shots from Jorginho. He's a decent goalie. He's 34, but still, for a goalie, that's still good. He's got a couple good years. And then what's his name? Odero there from Sampdoria.
Yeah.
He's young, 25. He's pretty good. So I think it's a pretty good. They lost Onana, who's a great goalie, right? So that's a downgrade, but we'll see. We have to see.
you never know. Like,
yeah,
Inter so far they did a good Mercato, but then we have to see what's going to happen in El Campo, in the pitch.
Inter
So,
did a good Mercato so far, but we don't know if the players that they brought in are going to adapt to Serie A, because a lot of those players came from different leagues. You can't just go come to Italy and be a superstar. It's a tough league, Serie A, so we don't know if Inter's going to.
Yeah, well, even with Inzaghi, if he doesn't screw things up, gets paranoid, do all these changes like he always does, and we'll see.
But they got a good team. We have to say it the way it is. On paper, Inter's got a good team.
Yeah, that's why I always say on paper. Even last year I said the same thing, but then they couldn't win the Scudetto, so we'll see.
We have to see.
And some possible outgoings too. Like, you never know if they end up selling some more players. Like, I read today, I don't know if it's going to happen.
Yeah,
it might fall through, but Arsenal wants Barella, so they're thinking of offering Balogun and I think like a Japanese or South Korean like defender. But no, I can't see it happening, you know. But
yeah, but going back to Inter, they're gonna get your buddy from Udinese.
They already did. He
hasn't signed yet because apparently West Ham wants to hijack the deal. I heard. I just read.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I was having an argument today about this, but then people said, "Who knows if he's going to play good? We're supposed to get him." But of course not.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good midfielder, man. So if he signs with Inter, which looks like he's close, another key addition. Their midfield stacked now.
I know. We'll see. We just all have to see. Then, Anthony, you were saying that they might get the guy from Bologna Inter, correct?
Yeah, Arnautovic. Apparently, they're looking at him because they were gonna go for Balogun, but apparently now they're pulling out of that. I guess because Arsenal wants Barella, so they probably don't want
that guy.
They don't want to give him up, right? So, yeah, it sounds like they're going to go for Arnautovic, which is our buddy that we're supposed to get a couple of years ago. Even last year, Juve was interested. Right?
Yeah, last year, yeah.
But, so, yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah, well, we all have to see. Even Napoli just got that guy. I forgot to write his name, but it was just signed yesterday.
Midfield or defense?
Man, I forgot.
Signed a defenseman already.
Yeah, what's that guy's name? I forgot to write it down. I posted today.
Be amazing.
Yeah.
What's that?
They signed a defenseman already. Now they're close to signing a midfielder from Celta Vigo who's had great numbers last year in La Liga. So,
is that young guy Vega?
Vega,
Vega. Yeah. And and they want they're interested in Jonathan David, even though Giuntoli was after
only if
him.
Osimhen goes, then you're gonna get Jonathan David.
Yeah, it depends on what happens.
Oh, man, if that happens, I'm gonna get really pissed, man.
No, but they gotta give away Osimhen though.
Yeah.
I know, but still, bro.
Yeah,
you're telling me hold on.
He's not doing it.
You're telling me that getting rid of Osimhen and bringing in Jonathan David is gonna make Napoli better?
No.
That's the Capo Caninieri. What are you fucking crazy?
I wanted him, but unfortunately,
you're getting rid of the top scorer in Serie A for a guy who's never even played in Serie A. That's a stupid. I mean, if you have to, yes, because you got the money, you got to bring in players if you sell Osimhen. But Osimhen is the top scorer in Serie A, buddy. You don't sell that guy. He's gonna eventually go because money talks and bullshit walks. But at least for this season, they're gonna try to, contend to repeat for the Scudetto. I don't know if they're gonna win it, but they're gonna try.
like I said, I will never let Napoli go. We always gotta be careful.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, apparently though, Osimhen took a knock in training, his ankle. He's out. And Gisa and Kvaratskhelia are both hurt right now. So, and the season starts next week, like you said, right? So they might be missing 2, possibly 3 of their best players, right, to start. And then who knows?
Yeah.
But I don't know. For me, if we ever did like a prediction of like, the season or whatnot, I think of the top 4, for me, they're the ones that fall out this year. I feel like Napoli is going to take a step back. And again, it's because it's hard
Could be.
it's hard to repeat, right? It's hard to finish
hard.
up top.
It is.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, who knows? You never know, right? But we'll see.
Roberto, stati zitto, you in Milan. Coppa del Nonno, please.
No,
At
it's
least we beat you guys at Los Angeles. Chi non sa rosso nero, eh?
What cup did they win already?
What's
What am I
that?
missing? What am I missing?
They won the Berlusconi Cup. You see, Roberto, even Santino knows.
Who'd they play?
Come on.
Monza.
Monza,
Congratulations, you beat Monza. What a team.
This guy seems like he won the Champions League, man.
But Milan's got a good team. I like Milan. I can't knock Milan.
Well, he's did. Yeah, take him, please. Take Lukaku.
Please take him. It'll be a favor.
Let's not talk about Lakaka, please. I can't handle any more Lakaka news, please.
If a player is good, it doesn't matter what league they play in. True, Mike?
No, that's not true. That's not true.
I don't know.
A lot of great players have ripped it up in a league. They go to another league and they flop. You want me to give you a perfect example?
Go ahead, Santino.
Maybe you guys are too young. Do you guys know who Thierry Henry is?
Yeah.
Okay, played for Juventus. The guy was a fucking joke. You know what a joke is? That's what he was. He went to Arsenal, one of the best players in EPL history. So that doesn't mean fuck all. Just because you're good in one league, it doesn't mean you're going to be good in another league.
Yeah. You still got comments going on. We are being oppressed by the Premier League. If Osimhen gets a huge offer, he is going to leave. Same for any players in Serie A. Yeah, but even at the Saudi.
But Nick, that's every league, buddy. EPL can pick any player from any league. And just so you guys know, Serie A so far is the second biggest spenders on the Mercato. EPL number 1 by a large margin. Yeah. Serie A number 2 biggest spenders. So far.
Yeah, Mike is responding to you. Then they weren't that good.
Buddy.
Well,
I'll go on Google right now. I'll bring you up a list of players that rip it up in one league. They transfer to another league and they're garbage. Doesn't work like that, my friend. If you're good in one league, if you transfer to another league, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to put up the same numbers. There's many times they've been flops. Many times. Many.
Well, same with the Italian players. They were good in Serie A. They went outside. They weren't 100%. So
yeah, and Henry back then, I think they were even playing him at like left back, which is weird too. If you go back, I'm pretty sure like whoever the coach was, I don't know if it was Lippi, they had him playing left back, which was crazy. So we'll see.
Do you guys know Bruno Fernandes for Manchester United?
Yeah.
You know he played in Serie A, right? Did you guys know that?
No, what too?
Genoa or Sampdoria. You know the guy was a fucking joke? You know what a joke is? That's what he was. He went to Man United. As a midfielder, the guy was scoring 15 goals every year in the EPL. So I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's talking about Thierry Henry, that he was a flop from Premier League to Serie A. He's Italian, Simone, grande Simone. he's kind of agree with what you were saying.
No.
Yeah.
Well, look at Dembele. Dembele was one of the most expensive players. He came from the French league. He went to Barcelona. He was a flop. One of the most expensive. I think he was the most expensive player at that time. Over 110, 120 million. Went to Barcelona from 2 different leagues. French league, Spanish league. Was at Barcelona for what, 5 years? Flop. Flop every year. Floppity flop. Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, Roberto. No one gave credit to Inzaghi and Juve. They had the master of Inzaghi, De Piero, and Yeah, true. Well, we just have to wait and see. So it's like now Henry apparently he's going to Bayern. We have to see if he's going to do good at Bayern.
Well, look at Lukaku, perfect example. Leading scorer. He was the leading scorer and the MVP of Serie A when Inter won the Scudetto. Went to Chelsea, a flop. But you see, I can give you a million examples when you switch leagues. We can go on and on all night long, my friend.
Well, he still is a little bit of flop. That's why I don't want him on Juventus.
That guy, if Juve wants to get Lukaku, I'm not going to cry, but not for a fucking swap with Vlahovic. No. You want to bring him in for the bench to replace Moise Kean, maybe I can handle that, but not a swap with Vlahovic. No.
Or to replace Milik, because Milik apparently Mourinho wants him at Roma. So I don't know if that's going to happen.
I don't know, man. Let's talk about the situation because I've been talking about for days this soap opera about Lukaku. Well, how did you guys felt yesterday? The tifosi said, "Look, no Lukaku, no lo vogliamo." I hope that La Sociedad listen to this.
Well, they did. We have positive news for Juve tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Positive news is that Chelsea and Juve were going to do a swap, right?
That was yesterday.
Now, apparently the deal's off. We're going to keep Vlahovic and Lukaku apparently is not coming. That's what I'm hearing. So that's good news. The swap, apparently Chelsea said, forget it. We're not going to do it. So there's some good news for you, Juventini, that we're not getting Lukaku and Vlahovic is staying for the love of God. Vlahovic
Let's hope. Let's hope.
It looks like it's going to happen.
Well, yeah, because you know the way I look at this? Because think about it. This was Allegri's idea, but don't you think it's a strategy of Giuntoli is trying to find his way not to get the players that he wants?
Could be.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking because
he wants Lukaku because he fits his style, like Anthony was saying.
I know,
a couple
but
weeks back you were saying it fits his style. But guys, Vlahovic to me, I know he's injury prone, but when he's on and he's playing, he can put up the numbers Lukaku can. I see him do it for Fiorentina, but he scored over 20 goals. When he's healthy and he's happy, he can put the ball in the net. So let's give him another year. Let's not give up on Vlahovic and see what happens. If he flops next year and he gets hurt, then you could think about selling him next season. But let's give him a chance playing with Chiesa. Those two guys, they played together at Fiorentina. They know each other. So let's give them a chance.
Well, if they're both healthy now, we're going to see them at the beginning of the season. It's going to be a different story.
I hope they both stay healthy, see what they can do. Because those two are deadly, man. They're very talented. Young and talented.
I saw, what's his name? Chiesa live, a beauty, like a beauty.
Yeah.
So
we all love Chiesa. We all love him. Problem with Chiesa is that bloody injury that scares me. I just don't want that injury to haunt him and happen again. So
yeah, the biggest thing is
don't forget he was injured.
These guys
Mike, but remember with Inter, he made you guys lost the how you call the Champions League. So I want to give that much credit to Lukaku. So yeah, we'll see. Simone, non capisco a chi si riferiva Juventino prima, ti faccio domanda. Who was a Barcelona flop? Yeah, you were saying about the Barcelona flop. Dombele, Simone. Grande Simone. He's one of my followers. Sometimes I do live with him with my paisans from Italy. He's a good kid. So I don't know what to say. It's so far that's why I kind of want to talk about the other teams as well, because next week's serie is going to start, which Inter's going to go against Monza. We'll see if Monza is going to do like last year that beat all the top teams, Milan, Inter, Juve twice. And plus Frosinone I want to see. But I'm kind of curious. I don't know.
Sorry to interrupt. I apologize. Yes. Monza beat Juve twice or once?
Twice.
Didn't Fagioli score an amazing goal against Monza? Was that
was Coppa Italia, the quarters.
It was a Coppa Italia. Really? I thought it was Serie A.
No. It was Coppa Italia.
In the league.
I thought we beat them in the league. Maybe I'm wrong.
No.
It was a Coppa Italia.
First game was the red card, Di Maria in Monza.
Okay, I remember that game.
And then the second game, I think it was like, I don't know if it was 2-0. They beat us at home.
Really?
It was bad. Yeah.
What
That
was
was bad. I was really mad that day. I got home so drunk. It was 6 a.m. here. My buddy messaged you. Oh, how does it feel with Monza? I said, buddy, give me a break. I'm gonna do the video of a lifetime. I just went on my leg, like that was embarrassing.
What was the
man.
game where Juve was down and then they came back and won, but then they at the last second they took away the goal because they said it was offside? Was it Milik scored? I think.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
Salernitana.
Bologna.
Or maybe Salernitana. I think.
Salernitana.
Salernitana, yeah,
The
Salernitana.
Milik one, I remember.
And that was
yeah.
supposed to be a goal, right? They
Yeah.
made
Yeah,
a
that was supposed to go. Yeah, even Nick said it, which is a
They called it
referee. Yeah.
offside.
Well, I hope we don't see any mistakes this year.
Hmm.
I know that's another problem too.
Yeah.
Well,
VAR fangulo.
Well, Fanculo, bravo.
they changed the offside, right?
Yeah, they changed it.
Yeah.
They changed the offside, and then now I'm hearing, oh, Dembele had much problems in the head mentally. Yeah, true, but again, just another example of switching leagues.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Another rule. I heard that. Do you remember in the World Cup they put like 10 minutes injury time?
Yeah.
I heard they're gonna do that in Serie A now. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Well, I didn't hear about Serie A, but I know Premier League. Apparently they're doing it, and Pep Guardiola got pissed off because
I heard Serie A might implement that too. So when you score a goal now, this is what I'm hearing. I don't know if it's official. So let's say Juve's playing Inter, and Juve score. Say Vlahovic scores and he's celebrating for 4 minutes. You're gonna tack that on at the end, so it's gonna be like 9-10 minutes injury time if they implement that rule.
Oh my God!
I don't know if I like that, man. That's gonna be weird.
No, it's a little bit too much, man.
Imagine you're winning 1-0, and in the 9th minute of injury time, the other team scores. You're gonna break the TV. I will.
Roberto, I really don't know why you didn't go.
Roberto, that's what I said, buddy. After Kessie went to Saudi League. Now he's normally very cheap. Yeah, I would have liked Sanchez, buddy. Juve needs creativity in the midfield, man. You know, Pogba's a disaster.
Let's talk about this guy, Santino, because I've been here too much. Pogba lovers. You gotta help me on this.
Who loves Pogba? Really? I don't know anybody who likes. You like Pogba?
Oh yeah.
Okay, hold on.
No, I'm not saying him. But Nick, Mamma Mia.
Let's make sure we ask the right question. Nobody's doubting Pogba's skill because I seen Pogba play for France and Juve when he was younger. He was absolutely phenomenal. One of the best midfielders I've ever seen. What he can do. But there's no debating, Anthony, that since Pogba has got to Juve, it's been an absolute nightmare, correct?
Yeah. For me, September, like Reno said about the Saudi transfer window stays open in September, that's our only hope. If they can convince him to go and they sell him and get whatever.
What I'm thinking with Pogba, they might keep him till January, then they're going to do like what they did to, what's his name? Ramsey.
Unless Pogba this year gets over his injuries and plays the way he can play, maybe Juve changes their mind. But he costs Juve a lot of money salary-wise.
Yeah, that's the problem.
He's over 10 million. And if he's
that's why I get mad at people, because thanks to getting this guy, we couldn't get to the other players, bro. That's why I get mad. And then people get mad when I say something bad about Pogba. Oh, guys, let's wake up.
You know me, Reno. I was happy when we got Pogba.
Yeah,
I called him. I was going nuts. I always liked Pogba, but it's been a nightmare since he's been with Juve, man. An absolute nightmare.
Yeah, buddy.
And then if you want to switch gears to the other Faccio di Cazzo, everybody likes Locatelli.
This was another argument I was having today, man.
Guys,
Mamma mia.
Is Locatelli a shit player? No. No, he's not. I think Locatelli has skill. But for me, guys, when I watch Juve, it's not a player where I go, holy shit, look what he did, or without him, we'd be fucked. It's not a player that I say, holy fuck, look. No, for me, Locatelli is an average player. For me. I don't know. Maybe you guys think different.
No, like for me,
50-50 with the Locatelli. I was happy with the Euro, but since he came to us, I don't know.
Yeah, he's a defensive midfielder, right? So he's not going to do anything flashy. Like the one thing that he did yesterday in those games, again, provided they're playing the next gen team, is he can make nice passes. That's about it. But other than that, he's not going to score goals,
Well, Anthony,
right?
I mean, for Sassuolo, he scored, I think, 1 year, 3 or 4 goals. Milan, he scored a couple goals. This is his 3rd year with Juve now. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, third year. Yeah, going
Well,
into year
yeah.
2.
Last year, I don't think he scored. Did he score any goals last year?
I don't
And then
think so.
Yeah, I
his
think he
first-
scored 1.
Okay, this first year he scored a couple because I remember he scored I think in the Torino Derby. So I don't know, but he can score, just not scoring, man.
Locatelli, Nick.
Yeah,
See,
Nick,
he's one a big fan.
you're on your own, Nick. You're on your own with Locatelli, buddy. You're on your own, buddy. I'm not a big fan.
I like him, but he has to be playing in the right position, and you got to realize he's a defensive midfielder. So if they play 3 or 4 man midfield, he's going to be he's pretty much a center back at that point. You know what I mean? He just hangs back in the middle, and like I said, he can make nice passes. So I don't know, but I think the problem is they want to give him the ball too much, right? Like if he recovers the ball and then we go on a counterattack, for me that's when he's at his best. But I can't see him being the guy to hold the ball and distribute the ball to the wingers or even to Vlahovic, the striker, or whatever, right? Like he's good for recovering the ball and moving it forward. That's about it.
Well, he's not going anywhere, so we'll see this year. Maybe he'll break out. But
Here's your answer. Locatelli, Juventino. It says Allegri's fault, not his. He will be great. Okay.
Nick, I hope for your sake that he is, but I'm not impressed, buddy. These 2 years.
Not impressed. Guys, keep on putting these likes, subscription to Bada Bing Bada Boom, and let's get things rolling.
You got Rabiot, the other guy in the midfield there.
What about Rabiot?
What do you think of him? That's going to be our starting trio when Pogba's healthy. Pogba, Locatelli, and Rabiot.
He did good last year, but we have to see if he's going to do good this year. So I don't know. We'll see. He might, because think about it. Before 2 years ago, he wasn't that good, but then still he was progressing. Maybe this year he might do better than last year. Rabiot. I know he's age, but he knows the team pretty well. So yeah, it might be a good thing.
What do you think, Mr. Mexico?
Oh, well, it'd be hard to top last year, that's for sure. What, he scored 13 goals or 12 goals last year?
He ripped it up, man.
That's going to be tough, man. I expect him to kind of take a step back, right? But I mean, who knows?
You think he's a starter for Juventus?
Yeah, he's a starter because of what he showed last year, right? But you see how the season starts, especially because they're playing 3-5-2. So, like you said, the 3 guys in the middle are going to be those 3, providing Pogba's healthy.
Nick said something I agree with.
Yeah, Weah's going to be good. I like him. I saw him live. He was pretty good.
I like Gatti.
Did he play on the right, or he plays on the left?
Right, I think, because
on the right, okay.
plays on the left.
Because then they got Kostic on the left. Yeah. Because I was going to say, I guess Illing will be a sub, will be a backup, right?
What do you guys think of Juve supposedly selling Pellegrini and your boy Rovella to Lazio?
Yeah, it's good, but the problem I find is 2 things. Number 1,
Rovella, the famous Rovella.
they're saying it's 2-year loan with obligation.
Okay, maybe that might be a good thing to gain some experience.
No, I know, but I don't like that they're gonna do it's 2 years. Like they should just do an outright sale. Just if they're gonna sell.
Yeah, but if you guys say that Rovella is gonna be as good as you guys say he is, don't you want him to progress on another team and then get him back after?
I like him, but I told you before, I'm worried about the injury. So at this point, he's willing to listen to other teams and whatever, wants to move on, then fine. Go, sell him. And this is the thing. I was trying to decide today, who would you rather keep? Miretti, Rovella, or that Nicolucci guy? I like Nicolucci.
Same.
He played amazing, so far, but he's had more experience because he played at Salernitana last year. He's been on loan now, 3 times, 4 times, right? Miretti needs playing time.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was going to say Miretti just needs playing time. So between the two guys, one guy's injured all the time, Rovella,
Mhm.
and Nick Lucy. He had one serious injury, but he's been playing at least last year and stuff, right? So, I don't know.
For me, guys, I think Rovella
Mhm.
going on loan for a year or two at Lazio is a great thing, because if he turns out to be the player that a lot of Juventini think he will, he'll come back to us as a better player because he'll be a starter for Lazio, I think.
But the
No,
problem
I
is that,
believe you. Because the problem with Rovella, sorry guys,
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the comments. Sorry, I got distracted. But the problem with Rovella, he has injuries too. So we got to be careful not to get too many injury prone because we had a lot. So you might be right,
Oh,
Santino.
last year he played full. Who did he play for last year? Monza?
Yeah,
Monza,
Monza.
He played the full season. I don't think he got hurt. And this year he out for 2 weeks, I think.
he
2 or 3
he
weeks.
missed, I don't know how many games, but he did miss a little bit of time with like an ankle
For
injury.
Monza?
Not much, yeah,
Yeah,
like
he
maybe
played majority of the games, though. I looked at his
maybe
stats.
5 games he
Yeah,
missed.
yeah.
Right, but no, but so Santino, I agree with you 100%. But I'm just, what I keep reading is that they're saying they're going to loan him, but with intentions of making it obligation, so Lazio buys him.
Yeah, but he's got to
But
probably
what
meet
I
up. He's got to meet certain, like,
right, but what I would do
obligations.
is what they did with, or they're going to do with De Winter. De Winter's going to Genoa for 1 year obligation, but I think they're doing a buyback clause.
Yeah,
So
maybe
they'll put
maybe they'll implement that.
So do that
Yeah,
with
because
Rovella if he stays healthy, right? Like you said, you can buy him back. It's kind of stupid because you have to pay to get him back. But
that's what James is saying here. They look at obligation to buy for Rovella, so we
yeah,
may not see him
if he's good,
if
yeah,
he's good. Yeah.
yeah,
Then your paisano here, Matteo, Juve's medical staff is not
yeah. No
good.
kidding. I know it's terrible, man.
Grande
Geomedical.
Simone, come parlo inglese nell'interpretazione dovrei migliorare col paisano. It's true, Matteo. Stai parlando bene, Simone. Grande. Hai messo l'iscrizione, Simone? Se no, non andiamo d'accordo.
Oh, for sure he
You
did.
did good.
So yeah,
So,
for me, Juve's got to get another talented offensive midfielder. That's what they're missing. But I
well,
don't know
they
what they're
just
doing.
sold, what's his name, Zaccaria. So we'll see. If they can
Yeah.
get Alberto, what's that guy's name? Carlos Alberto, I will be happy. But then he's a
Luis,
young boy.
who's that? Talking about Luis?
Carlos Alberto, he plays with Monza.
No,
Oh, he's a right. I think he's a winger. He's like a right
wing
back
back,
or left back. Yeah.
wing back.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
They need an offensive midfielder. Their midfielders fashkivo, buddy. Juve's midfield's fashkivo. They got
Yeah.
nobody. Pogba's a disaster. Rabiot, we don't know what we're gonna get from him.
Well, Ealing
Locatelli,
will
for
be
me, is
good.
average. Rovella's gonna go. Miretti, young, hasn't proven. Fagioli, not really proven. They need a good, proven midfielder. That's the problem. I don't know what
I
they're
don't
waiting
know.
for, man. Everybody's making moves. Roma, Inter, Lazio. Everybody's making moves. Juve's got their thumb up their fucking culo. Manaya.
I
What's going
agree with
on,
you.
man?
It's hurting, but the problem is this, Santino. They're selling those other teams. We're not.
Well,
With
now they
us, they
sold
always try to
Zaccaria.
be cheap.
Hold on. They sold Zaccaria. They're gonna maybe sell Pellegrini to Lazio. Maybe Rovella. We'll see. They got to bring some. They're bringing in some money, so they got to do something, man.
I don't know, bro. I'm not really happy because you know what pissed me off? Even with the Chelsea deal, how come Chelsea spent all this money on Enzo Fernandez, the Argentino guy, 100 million, and then they
Yeah.
want to give 25, 30 million to, what's his name, to Vlahovic? They always done cheap on us. Then apparently I heard today that Chelsea's having problems. So I don't know.
Yeah, but it's because these teams know that Juve is just going to sit down and just say, oh, okay, yeah, we'll agree to whatever you want. So now, Giuntoli finally with Zaccaria, at least he put his foot down. He said, no, you want to pay the close. He said 25, but they got what, 23 with bonuses? Perfect, beautiful. So start like that. You say, you want our player, like Vlahovic, if they actually sell him, right? 80 million minimum. We paid 80, we got to get it back.
Anthony, who's gonna pay 80 million for that guy, buddy?
Well, okay, so no, I know,
no
but this
way,
is
man.
why I don't want them to sell him. But if for whatever reason Bayern Munich and Harry Kane decides he doesn't want to go, because the two teams have the agreement, it's up to Kane now. And now this idiot, Bacala, because he's a Bacala, that guy, wants to stay at Tottenham. For what? They're not even in Europe, and he wants to stay there just to break the goals record. So what? So you can be remembered for playing for a team that never won anything, and you're the most goals? Like, I get it.
Well, he's English. He wants to stay in England.
Okay. So Bayern Munich's the only team, but see, this is the thing. Look what they did with De Ligt. Oh, we wanted 80 million. No, we'll give you 60. And then Juve says, sure, okay, we'll take 60. So that's what they're going to try to do to us with Vlahovic, because they're going to go for him if.
Yeah, but we got June till he's on it. So
Yeah, I hope so.
yeah,
Because like I said,
because they've been picky now. Even with the Zakaria took long, but they finally put up to 25, I believe. So that's how they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I think before we start going, the Serie A podcast, will you still be defending one goal lead? And should you be buying, attacking, or defending players? Don't ask me. Ask our fellow paisano, Mr. Chubina there, Allegri, if he's going to change the system. So whoever, you can put Messi there, they're still going to lead the 1-0. That's it. Because that's a Allegri style, unfortunately. I don't know what your thoughts on that, especially Anthony can agree with me and Santino.
That guy, I'll be surprised if he lasts. Well, I've already said this before to you. If he doesn't last all year, it's not good for us. That means we're not having a good year. So I hope they make it through the season, and then in the summer, they win the Scudetto. They say, okay, see you later. You can leave on top, and we go in a different direction.
Well, I hope by December, but we'll see.
Yeah, no, but
knowing the Juventus mentality, I don't know.
No, but by December, that's not good, because then that means that Juve is not doing good. You know what I mean?
It doesn't matter. I want to see my team playing good. Never mind.
Reno doesn't care what the circumstances are, as long as Max is out. He doesn't care if Juve's first or last.
No, hold on a sec. We only have one Campionato. Let's say even if we change coach, like what happened to, what's his name? Tuchel. He went to Chelsea, then he went to Champions League. Come on, guys.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, believe me, in my head too, in a dream world, this guy's gone at the end of August, because they lose maybe the first 2 games. They still have the rest of the season to recover, but they say out and they bring in somebody else. But it's not going to happen, because they're so.
But are you hearing what this guy's saying? Allegri would get second and say no. Lukaku, so no Scudetto. Well, that's what the excuse is going to be.
Yeah,
well, Juve doesn't want to sack Allegri because he signed them for what, 4 or 5 year contract. So if they let him go,
but for how long they can keep him in that condition, bro?
They got to spend a lot of money if they sack him, buddy.
But you're going to lose a lot of money by keeping him. Like, I understand your point.
I gotta look at the numbers, but he makes what does he make? Over $10 million a year?
Yeah, it's 4.
No, 9 if he stays fourth position.
Yeah,
it's a lot of money to leave on the table for Juve to throw away.
Think about that. They got 9 million tied up in this Bakalava coach. They got 10 million tied up in Pogba, who's hurt all the time. Like,
it's a disaster.
I don't know.
It's a disaster. This is since Marotta left, man, it just went downhill. So let's hope that Mr. Giuntoli fix things up, and let's hope to see some refreshing next year. Which slowly we're seeing some little pieces. One thing at a time, you know what I mean?
Bring Del Piero to the fucking management team, buddy.
He's not going to join in this condition, man.
No. Maybe if they sack Max there, he'll come in.
I don't know, man. Because Buffon, we all know he retired last week, which I forgot to say that to the last live. He's going to be joining the national team doing like Vialli.
Yeah.
Which a lot of fans are not happy about that, but it is what it is.
Why is that? Why would you?
Well, because you know the Juve fans, they don't like the Italian national team, and for them see Buffon being at the Italian national team, it's not good because for the FGC and all this. I disagree on that. What's that?
That doesn't make sense. You got to support your national team with one of.
I know, but in Italy, why not just Juve? Even the Romanisti, they cheer for other. I don't know.
All right.
I think differently because I respect my father and my mom. My father wasn't a Serie A fan, but he was a big Italian fan, so I would cheer for them no matter what. I know a lot of Juventini attack me, but I don't care.
Nah, you gotta cheer for the Azzurri, buddy.
Yeah,
that's what I look forward to every 2 years: Euro Cup and World Cup. Barzagli. Yeah.
Where Barzagli in Italy or
national team? I think
national team. Well, that'd be good. Barzagli, what's his name? Buffon, that'd be great. Who knows? Maybe Bonucci. He'll retire. He might join them.
Maybe.
You might imagine that to the BBC. Maybe Chiellini.
Maybe.
That would be great, man.
Got to retire this year from MLS, and then he can go.
Yeah, because they were saying that he might be in the office of Juve because he did university and stuff.
Yeah.
So too bad I couldn't see. I saw him passing by Chiellini after the game, but I couldn't have a chance to see him personally because when we went to De Piero's restaurant, he was there in the afternoon.
Nice.
Yeah, so will they all get fired with Mancini next year? I don't know. Who knows?
They gave Mancini too much power. Apparently, they're telling him he's got I don't know, like he has too much say in the national team. I think they should have.
There's so much stress on him. Since Vialli passed away, if you see the last game with Spain, he has white hair. It's too much on him. So hopefully, if Buffon comes along, hopefully, but at the Euro, he help him out. So at least we can join the Euro. Then hopefully the World Cup. Or else I'm gonna lose my shit.
What do you guys think about Atalanta signing Scamacca and maybe Di Ketelare there from Milan?
Well, be good. They sold the Hoyland for 85, which I think they spent a little bit too much money on Scamacca.
Yeah, well, I like Scamacca, man. I think he's going to be the future number 9 for Italy. I could be wrong, but I like him.
That will be a good team for him, Atalanta, because with Inter you got to see because it's always a big team, right? But 35 million, I don't know. For me, it's a little bit too much.
No, we'll see.
I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
We'll see.
A lot of money, but like
He scored 16 goals for Sassuolo before he went to West Ham, so I'm guessing they're hoping to score between 15 and 20 goals for Atalanta this year, but nothing's guaranteed. We'll see.
Yeah, he's going to get a lot of time too.
I think you will win the league because last year you had heaps of injuries, but this year you're in one tournament. Only problem is I don't see the direction you're going.
It's true.
What do you mean by that?
They don't have a direction right now. Are they going young? Are they going old?
Yeah.
What are
There's
they doing?
no project, my friend. There's no project. I get mad too. I always discuss this with these boys and my fellow paisans. With Juve, there's no project. How can you be so obsessed to get Lukaku? You're going backwards. We got to get young players. Like that's why I'm kind of concerned, Effie, with the Scudetto because we got to see how Allegri's going to manage. Because last year we got knocked out the first round of Champions League. That was embarrassing. So I want to get too much the hopes up winning the Scudetto. So I don't know. We'll see. I might be wrong because you guys know me. I'm pretty hard on my Juve. So I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts for the Scudetto race? Let's start with Juve. What are you guys' thoughts? You think Juventus is going to win?
Do I think they're going to win? No. Can they win? Yeah, I think they have a chance to win if everybody's healthy and everybody does what they got to do. Yes. Do I think they're going to win? I think Inter's stronger on paper. I think if Napoli's fully healthy, they'll finish higher.
Yeah.
Even Milan. Milan's got a good team on paper too. We've got to see if they can.
Yeah, we have to see.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Anthony?
Well, like I said earlier, I think Napoli from last season, top 4, for me, they're going to fall out. So I think it's going to be Juve, Inter, Milan, and Lazio, top 4.
Could be.
In what order? It depends what happens the rest of this transfer window, and then obviously January can change too, right? But right now with the squad Juve has, for me, they're top 2. So they're right there.
Well, there's an example, my paisano James. I have cursed the Scudetto in my own arms. I feel it coming.
This year. I hope.
Huh?
I hope so.
We see.
Well, we all hope so, James. You know how I think about Allegri, but we'll see, man. Maybe in 2 months I might change my mind, bro. I know you're a big Allegri fan. I respect you, but we'll see, man. Because, James, I keep on telling you, as what the guys are saying, the other teams on paper, they're good, so I wouldn't be too surprised. The favorite is Inter. Yeah, I think like that too.
Man.
Simone is an Interista.
I think.
No, he's a Juventino.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Simone Zebrato. He's not. Non è interista. He's Juventino. Simone. He's being honest. Well, he's an honest Juventino so far.
Oh, he's saying the favorite is Inter, not his favorite. Yeah.
The favorite, yeah.
The favorite, yeah. He's not his.
They got to get another striker though, man. They got who they got. Dzeko left. Lukaku left. Who they got? Thuram and Lautaro, too.
That's it.
Yeah.
They got to get a striker, or at least two, maybe two strikers.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this, Santino? James, Inter never favorite. Come on, bro. That's what it's. I know with the Inzaghi effect, it might affect them again, but we'll wait and see, bro. I said it last year they were the favorite, but then
They got
they
to
lost. If it's not Juve, James, it's Milan. As I said to my Interisti, be aware. Milan is going to win the second step before you guys. I just like to give it. He says Napoli and Lazio. That's better.
Napoli and Lazio. Lazio's good too. Inter have gone back.
The Inter have gone backwards. Only one good striker, old keeper. True.
The keeper's still good, buddy. 34 as a keeper is still good age.
Well, he did a mistake yesterday.
Yeah, the first game. That's the first game. He's a good
I
keeper.
I said that to my buddy. He called me, what are you trying to say, man? You guys stink. What kind of goalkeeper is that? I just like to give it
Get a couple howlers, but
As a Juve fan, it pains me to say this, but I think the best keeper in Serie A is Magnan.
Why would it pain you?
Yeah.
That's the truth. The guy's the best keeper in Serie A by far.
For
By
me,
far.
he's awesome, man.
I saved so many points for Milan, buddy.
I mean, it's no surprise that now apparently Bayern's got him on their list, but they have Neuer, right?
Nah, Fiorentina, James. Nah.
No, maybe close to top four. Not for
even. Nah. They got good players.
Roma will be a surprise.
Maybe Roma.
Yeah, Atalanta. It's gonna be. It's gonna be a big fight.
That's what you guys don't understand. That's the thing about the Campionato in Italy, buddy. You cannot not predict the winner in our league. That's the beauty of it. In other leagues, I'll tell you right now, guys, get a pen and paper, book it right now if you guys want to make money in Vegas. You ready?
Go ahead.
Go.
EPL, Manchester City, because they win every fucking year. Every year, it's a fucking farmers league there because the same team wins every fucking year. Man City. La Liga, it's either Barcelona or Real Madrid.
Or Madrid.
Take your pick, because there's only fucking two teams that win. Maybe once in a while, Atletico sneak in there, but for the last 20 years, it's Real Madrid and Barcelona. In fucking France, we all know the same fucking team wins. I don't even have to say their name. You guys know. Every year.
PSG.
And guys in Germany, they're going to fucking win 12 in a row. Bayern Munich, a fucking joke in Germany. Every year.
But you know what's funny?
11 straight. So there it is. In Italy, we don't know, buddy, because one year Juve won, and then Inter won, and then Milan won, and last year
Napoli.
I don't know who the fuck's going to win. Every year's a different winner. That's the beauty.
To tell you about this, because I work, there's people, there are Premier League fans, this and that. They're all saying, they always try to mock off Italy. I said, guys, what happened last year? Napoli beat Liverpool. Oh, but that's only 1 year. Hey, they beat Liverpool 4-2.
So, Milan beat
they were trying to mock us. I said, you guys got the money, but for how long?
Let me clarify.
Okay, you go ahead.
Some people are going to see what I said, and it's going to blow up on the internet. In terms of entertainment and the best stadiums and the most money and the big players, no doubt about it. Right now, EPL is number one. They bring in the most revenue, the most eyes. That's a fact. Okay. Now, 20 years ago wasn't like that. 30 years ago, because they got all these investors that made the league like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
When Serie A was at the top in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, EPL wasn't anywhere near us. But they got the investors, good for them. But I'm saying in terms of when you watch a season and you don't know who's going to become the champions, in that aspect, Serie A is number one. Number one, because every league you can predict who wins. I told you, in England, Manchester City wins 9 times out of 10. I think they won 7 Scudetto in the last 8 years. Something stupid like that. And guess what? Newsflash, they're going to win again this year.
Yeah.
If Haaland's healthy. In Spain, in Germany, I think Bayern, somebody's got to check. I think it's 10 or 11 Scudetto in a row.
11.
That's fucking disgusting.
It's 11.
11 in a row, buddy. You know how disgusting that is?
Yeah.
In France, we all know PSG wins every year because there's no competition. And in Spain, you've got 2 teams, Real Madrid or Barcelona. Take your pick. That's the only teams that win. That's why when I say in terms of competition, Serie A's numero uno, buddy. There's
Yeah,
no,
but even in the
there's no
National
debate.
League, like we're gonna see.
Huh?
No, even in the National League, who win last time the Euro? It was us. England, yes, they can say whatever they want, but they never win.
Now, England's fashkiva. What do they fucking?
Yeah,
It's the
exactly.
They never win.
most balanced league by far. for sure.
100%. You don't know
Yeah.
who's going to win. And the thing about Serie A, people can badmouth it all they want. But if you notice, if you look at the last 10 years, where are all the big money transfers and the big names coming out of? They all pick the players from Serie A. We grow them. You understand?
Exactly.
The stars come from our league, and then we sell them. So it can't be that bad of a league. And like Reno said, in the Champions League last year, Tottenham spent 4 times what Milan spent in the transfer market. Milan beat them in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Inter beat Barcelona. They beat Barcelona. Barcelona, did you see the players Barcelona signed last year? They signed everybody. Everybody Barcelona signed. And then who else in the EPL this year? Last year in the Champions League?
Liverpool.
Napoli slapped Liverpool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, buddy, you can't knock Serie A, buddy. On their day, they can beat anybody.
Yep.
Even
Just
the
wanna
final,
answer-
again, I know you guys don't want to hear it. The final could have went either way. It's not like I watched Man City.
Hey,
go,
listen, I
fuck,
said
Man City, they're so good. They should have won 7-0. I didn't say that. In fact, it was the other way around. I think Inter were the better team, had the better chances. But
here we go again.
that's me. You
I
guys
know
might
that.
disagree.
No,
You
no,
guys might disagree.
how many times I told you they were, but unfortunately, la palla è tonda.
Yeah. Ball is
I'm not
round.
gonna
At the end of the day-
be excited about.
Reno,
They
at the end
had
of the
their
day-
chance to be in the final. That's it. We'll see for how long.
At the end of the day, Man City had their chance. They scored that one goal. They won. That's what
Yeah.
makes champions champions.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm just saying, before the game started, everybody said 4-0, 5-0. It wasn't like that, my friend. I
Well, yeah,
watched that
because
game. Inter
against
could've-
Real Madrid,
Inter
they
could've
beat them 4-0.
Yeah, they played good against Real Madrid.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if Inter had good tactics and good defense to prevent Man City from popping in all those goals.
They
did Man
played good
City-
defensively. I
I
can
don't
say
know.
that.
Huh?
No, they played good defense, which I think they played
Or
too
Man City
defensively.
had an off
They should
game.
attack more.
All I'm saying is I watched that game and Inter not should have. I'm not going to say should have, but they could have won that game. They had a lot of good chances. Of course, Lukaku.
Yeah, and then,
made a lot of mistakes.
And then did you hear what Gazzetta dello Sport said this week? That it's Juve's fault. They put Lukaku up to he cost them the
Oh,
game.
Yeah, I read that.
He got in the way.
Yeah, okay, it's our fault.
Oh my god.
Always gets into the little sport.
It's ridiculous. Man.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They're mutually parting ways. Yeah, the Saudi League we're going to talk about. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I just want to answer to him, Serie Podcast. Thanks for sharing. Put a like and subscribe. I'll subscribe to yours. It's like we'll buy players a lot and never will be fit. His system 3-5-2 only works with few players. It should be old and slow Bastoni overrated.
That's a silly comment. Both those defensemen played excellent last year.
Who's your favorite team, Serie Podcast? Kind of curious.
Bastoni was going to get sold to, I think, Newcastle.
Bastoni's a
great-
bacala.
You don't like Bastoni? I think he's a great player.
No,
I
he's
like
a good player. I just did not like what he did at his wedding. I'm mocking up Juve because he's a
Juve, man.
bacala.
Wow, he's Inter's rival. What do you think he's going to say? Forza Juve at his wedding?
Yeah.
No, but if you're having a wedding. Why are you gonna mock off Juve? Pensa la tua moglie.
It's rivalry, buddy.
Then when we do it, we're bad. Catornati.
That's how it works, Reno.
I know.
When you're
I'm
a
used
Juve
to it.
fan, that's how it is, buddy.
No, we have respect. Locatelli's wedding, nobody said that. Interista pezzo di merda. Only these brute Interisti do it to us.
Yeah.
Well,
Cartonati.
I was telling Reno, you know how a lot of people hate Juve and anti-Juve?
Yeah.
But
A lot of anti-Juve, buddy.
A lot of anti. Why do you think that is, Anthony? I'm going to ask you, in your opinion.
Well, because they've been the most successful team.
Bravo. You don't hate shit teams, my friend. You only hate the good teams. Remember that.
Remember, it's like our other sport we watch. Nobody likes Boston. Why?
Toronto,
They're always
Boston.
winning. And that's coming from a Leaf fan, right?
Same with in baseball. Everybody hates the Yankees because they're the most successful team.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like LA Lakers. A lot of people like the Lakers, but a lot of people don't like them because one of the most successful teams, right?
Yeah.
Same with Juve, buddy. When you win, that's when the haters come out. You don't hate shit teams. Remember that, guys.
Yeah.
So when I hate, I take it as a compliment because I know they hate because we're successful.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. 1 second, guys. Hold on. I'll be right
Oh,
back.
Anthony, I don't think my team's going to do well this year, by the way.
Well,
We'll be
that's
lucky if we make the playoffs. I think our time's done now.
yeah. It's. I know it's been a weird off season though, right? So
They
I
did
don't know.
horrible, man.
Couple.
They did horrible.
One retirement for sure. One kind of on the fence, right? So.
Well, Krejci's gone. I'm hearing he's gone too. So
Oh, is he? Okay.
yeah, they're in trouble. They got no center, but we'll see. We'll play it out. Never know.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Like Lakers before. Pretty excited, pretty interesting so far. Keep on
Anyways,
putting the
boys,
like.
I hate to leave you guys, but I have to depart here.
Okay,
I'll leave
bro.
you guys to continue the conversation.
Yeah, we can continue if Anthony has no rush.
Yeah. No, I'm
For
good.
you.
Ciao, guys. It was
Yeah.
always a
Yeah,
pleasure.
thank you so much, Santino.
Take care,
Always a pleasure,
Sam.
guys. All right, guys. Have a good night. Eh?
Ciao,
Ciao.
buddy.
Ciao,
Arrivederci.
ciao.
Ciao.
Yeah, keep on putting the likes, guys, subscription. Now I got Simone here. Mamma mia, Simone. Non lo so dove va Neymar. Do you know where Neymar's going? I don't know.
Well, no, he's asking where we think he's going, right? You know what?
I
I'm
don't know.
not
He's
sure.
not coming to Juve, Simone. Non viene alla Juve. Ma che
No,
scherzi?
no. He's
I
gonna
vecchietti non lo vogliamo.
he's gonna go either back to Barcelona, that's what he
Yeah.
wants, or Saudi's the only place with money. That's it.
Buonanotte, paesano. Grazie. Ci sentiamo
ciao,
alla
Simone.
prossima live con Gobbo Toscano.
Nice. Yeah.
So, Serie A podcast. Inter lost how many games last year? It would be a big comeback if they were to win. True, they lost. I think before they were doing well at the Champions League, like 11 games. Like
Yeah.
nobody thought they were going to do that great. But we gotta be honest too. They kind of had a little bit of easy round two before Man
Oh
City.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, the matchups were definitely in their favor, right? But again, you can't really fault them for that, right? Like they get put with whoever and go from there. But
I don't hate nobody. Io non odio nessuno, ma tu lo sai chi odio di più. Who do you hate?
which team? Well, for me, there's only one. Always only one.
Inter?
Oh yeah, yeah, that's it.
There you go.
Just-
Sei contento? Nessun Juventino piace Inter. Però bisogna essere realisti. You have to be a little bit sportive. I know a lot of Juventino don't like me when I kind of say good things about Inter, but I don't do that all the time, guys. So don't get mad at me.
Well, like we've said before, like it's okay to not like a team, and you talk about them when they're doing well. Like you have to give them credit when they're doing well, and when they beat Juve, then that's the only time when I say no, I don't care. I still hate Inter, right?
Yeah.
But you got to talk about, about all teams with respect, right?
Well, like I said, next week I might have my buddy into World, so we'll see how that goes.
Nice.
Okay, James, we have an easy start. If Allegri messes it up, he goes. Well, James, I keep on telling you, Udinese, we always get screwed, and we'll see. I'm not anti-Allegrano. I'm being realistic. I will say whatever with the games. If he does well, I say do well. If he goes bad, I'm sorry. Allegri out. That's the reality.
Yeah, that's why I was saying before, like, and I'm kind of being sarcastic a bit, but seriously, they have such an easy schedule in August and September. Their first 6 games, I forgot to write them down, but I know they play Udinese, Atalanta, a couple of the lower teams, right? So, hey, if they don't win, okay, I would say they have to go 6 for 6. But even if they go 4 out of 6, that's not good. So if they go less than that, for me, get rid of them right away. Because like you said, it's like Tuchel when he went from Bayern to Chelsea, or like, when he made the change, PSG to Chelsea, look what happened. They went to the Champions League. Okay, this year that can't happen for Juve. But the point is that the sooner you get rid of him, the sooner you have to make up and turn around the season, right? Rather than letting him waste this whole entire year, right?
That's what I'm saying. But then, we have that Allegrani that defend him, this and that. So I keep my mouth shut. I leave my thoughts on my videos. Then if we want to discuss, we'll discuss in person.
Yeah. Well, the big...
Let's see. Sorry, bro.
No, it's okay.
James here. I am realistic too. This is why I think Allegri is good for Juve. If I was in charge, I would have fired him World Cup, but it was too late after that and they finish so. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying that, and around November, December last year during the World Cup break, they could have done it then. But the biggest reason why they're not doing it, it's all financial because they owe him like 40 million euros. If
I
they
know,
owe,
but how come other teams they did it with Tuchel, Pochettino? Only us. We got to keep, not just us. Even Inzaghi, they were thinking some point to get rid of him. Not going to keep him another year.
yeah, no, I
How
know.
do you think Italiano goes in his third year? I think he's going to do good. He did good last year, even 2 years ago, so he might go far for me. I would love to see him in Juve, man.
He's
That's
a
not
good
my
coach.
decision.
He's a good coach, but the problem is that they just don't have the talent around him, right? Like for him, right? So that's the problem. Matteo, he is with us. He says get rid of him because he knows we talk about it all the time. Get rid of Allegri. So
I think it's also better in scoring in his socks than his starting. Rich team fire easy. We're rich too, James. Come on. We're going to lose more money with this guy if he doesn't do good, but I could be wrong, James.
this we need Mr. Elkin to step in, right?
I hope Elkin gets away. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Go
Oh,
and get the Zerbi. I hope so, buddy. That'll be a dream.
that's the number one target everybody wants to go for, eh? Is the Zerbi. But I don't know.
Snag was, yeah, at least we agree with that, James. But they will ever get the Zerbi? I don't know, man. We'll see. I hope if they get rid Allegri, they don't get Conte, man.
No. Well, the biggest thing is they for De Zerbi, he wants to stay now because Brighton's got money. They're buying players, all kinds, right? They've sold a few of their better players. They've sold. They've had to, right? They got one more midfielder that they're going to sell, but they're still competitive, right? So for him, it's too good. He has it too good right now, right? But yeah, we missed out.
Yeah. Anyways, you have something to add on, my friend?
No, I think we covered pretty much everything. It was good.
Yeah, we kind of spiced it up. I know when it comes to Juve, we talk about Juve a lot, but it was pretty good.
Yeah.
So, guys, thank you all. Put the like, subscribe. Anthony, thank you so much, my friend. I hope to see you again maybe next week because I might have 2 special guests. We'll see, but somewhere trying to sneak in to have you and, of course, the main man, Mr. Santino.
No problem, man. My pleasure as always. Thank you very much.
Until then, we'll talk to all my fellow paisans soon for maybe a video update tomorrow. I don't know, depends how I feel. If not, on Saturday. Ciao, ciao, e arrivederci. 1 second. Yeah, we can talk. Thanks, James. You're number one. Ciao, ciao, e arrivederci.